Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Onward Master League 2. I am TFH, and I am joined here by the caster with the copper hair, Sleepy. Sleepy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well, TFH. Thanks for having me. Thanks for hosting this one. I would have otherwise hosted it for us, but 6 p.m. games here on the West Coast, on the worst coast, as Noman sometimes affectionately calls the place where he lives. It can be tough, especially dealing with LA traffic. So thank you for picking that up. Thank you for hosting this. I am expecting a really fantastic game out of tonight's matchup.
Alrighty. What are you specifically expecting? Let's start with the bans here. What do we got?
Absolutely. So from the side of our away team gunning on empty, our ban is going to be Q1 Quarantine. So unfortunately, for those of you at home who do enjoy watching or playing Quarantine, you will not be seeing any of that here tonight. And then the ban from Mayhem, if I am remembering correctly, let me just refresh. Yes, the ban from Mayhem is actually going to be Suburbia. So a little bit of small, a little bit of large, all taken off the board, but still a good mix overall, and I think our first map will really bring that out. We're going to go to Bazaar for map number 1, so a good mix of long, short, and everything in between. So I think this will be a good replacement for not having Q1. What do you think, Todd?
Yeah, I'd say Bazaar is always a good map to always have up your sleeve, at least from a caster's perspective. It is such a great map to watch. Bit of close range, bit of long range. It's got everything. Got everything you could ask for in a cinematic take of it.
Yeah, you can definitely create some really cinematic stuff there if you were to plan it and actually, have a film crew like Mantis has with the Onward film crew.
You saying we don't have a film crew?
I mean, you might have a film crew.
Shadow League.
Shadow League. Shadow Government. Yeah. I'm sorry. We're talking about Onward.
Hey man, Big Brother is watching.
I've lost my mind this week. It has been a hectic week for myself and Doc, and we have been hard prepping for OC6. So if you're going out to OC6 next week, be sure and hop over, catch up with Doc and I. We will be there. We will be rocking our fresh, primely printed jersey, VRML jerseys, as you can also purchase from the VRML merch store, which is live now.
And what is
so
that
you can
website? Remind me what that website is.
For the
I
exact
think it's like
link,
Arma.gg, right?
It's arma.gg, and then I'd have to get the remainder of the link. I'll post it in the chat though once I find it.
Alrighty, and who else is going to OC6 with you out of general interest?
Well, from the VRML team itself, it's just myself, Dawkin, Nightfire, and Noman. Now, there are some other folks from the other VRML communities like Pavlov and Contractor, some of the other games that have a few people going as player representatives. And then, of course, we do have some members of the Onward VRML player representatives going also. So, you know, if you're in the VRML Discord and you're going to OC6, we do have an OC6 channel, so you can always hop in there and try and create some plans. There's a lot of awesome stuff going to be going on up there next week. So if you are in the area, even if you're not going to the main show, there are a lot of things, a lot of after hours activities, off-site activities that you can do and still participate in. So if you're around the area, pop through for the day, show up, maybe maybe experience some pretty cool things. But otherwise, if you're going to be at the show anyways, come by, say hi. But yeah, Doc and I got a hefty plate to carry through the dining room at OC6. We've been very, very busy lately.
Well, y'all are doing God's work representing our awesome organization. But speaking of all the individuals who make up this organization, let's name off the players who we see so far. Now, we are missing one member of Gunning on Empty. I don't know who's going to be their fifth one, but on the Mayhem side, we have James Bow, Capitano, Potato Bot, Let Wookie Win, and Technic. The four members of Gunning on Empty who have bothered to show up on time are Cool Breeze, Lord Beersteak, Dirt Driver, and Arno, and someone's going to be getting an attendance filed against them.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's PT Jace. That's their fifth.
Boy.
Oh, he's one of their prime members, man. You can't just fire him.
I don't know.
It is Onward. Anything can happen.
The Patriots treat Tom Brady like a regular ass player, even though he's got 6 Super Bowl rings. So you never think you're too good to be cut from a team. Let me just tell you that, folks.
Oh yeah.
It can always happen, and it will if you get too cocky. Not that that's PT Jace's problem. He's just a little bit late, but
he's from Australia,
also,
so there is
there's
a couple hours of difference.
He's also like 36 hours in the future or some shit like that.
Something like that. He knows how this game will already end. He's from the future.
He is from the future. It is Saturday for him now.
That's why Australia is so good, man. They see the future.
They just know things. Well, I mean, so does Japan, Korea, Vietnam.
That's why the Japanese are in their own league.
Because they're playing in the future. We can never keep up.
It's kind of like a respectable way to go about the combat, you know. It's, you know, if they're not going to overtly cheat against us, so they decided to form their own league, you know, and keep it to themselves.
I don't think they would cheat anyways. They probably follow the rules more meticulously than anybody else anywhere.
It's always about that honor system.
Honor and respect, and more so for other people than for yourself in most cases. But anyways, enough talk about Japan. We're not here to talk about Japan. We're here to talk about Bazaar. So, Todd, going into this, what are your impressions? What are your takes on this match? Who is going to win it? Do you think Mayhem is going to take it? They've had a strong season. They're starting very well this season. Or do you think Gunning on Empty is going to take it, being that they've been together and kind of held that cohesion down for about a season or so now?
Gunning on Empty are really good with finding spots and holding them and not moving at all. But right as I start making predictions, the gameplay starts.